Boeing 737 MAX. The Boeing 737 MAX was introduced as a more efficient version of the long-running 737 family. To improve fuel economy, it received larger engines and several design changes. One of its new systems, known as MCAS, became the focus of worldwide attention after two fatal accidents. The aircraft was grounded globally, while engineers redesigned the software and regulators reviewed its certification process. After extensive testing and modifications, it gradually returned to commercial service. McDonnell Douglas DC-10. The McDonnell Douglas DC-10 entered service in the early 1970s as a wide-body airliner for long-distance travel. Although it offered excellent passenger capacity, several early accidents raised concerns about cargo door design and maintenance procedures. Engineers introduced design improvements, and airlines adopted stricter inspection standards. Despite its difficult reputation during its early years, the DC-10 later operated successfully for decades in both passenger and cargo service.
The de Havilland Comet. The de Havilland Comet was the world's first commercial jet airliner, marking the beginning of the jet age. Soon after entering service, several aircraft suffered catastrophic structural failures during flight. Investigators eventually discovered that repeated pressurization cycles caused metal fatigue around the aircraft's square windows. The findings completely changed aircraft engineering, leading manufacturers to adopt rounded windows and stronger fuselage designs that remain standard today.
Concorde. The Concorde was a supersonic passenger aircraft developed by Britain and France. It allowed travelers to cross the Atlantic in roughly half the time of conventional airliners. However, it consumed large amounts of fuel, carried relatively few passengers, and generated loud sonic booms that limited where it could fly. After a fatal accident in 2000 and increasing operating costs, Concorde was retired, ending the era of commercial supersonic travel. Lockheed L-1011 TriStar. The Lockheed L-1011 TriStar was a technologically advanced wide-body airliner introduced in the 1970s. It featured highly automated flight systems and earned a reputation for comfort and reliability. Even so, delays in engine production seriously affected deliveries and increased development costs. Although airlines appreciated the aircraft, sales never reached expectations, and Lockheed eventually left the commercial airliner market.
Sud Aviation Caravelle. The Sud Aviation Caravelle was one of the earliest successful short-haul jet airliners. Built in France, it introduced several innovative ideas, including rear-mounted engines that created a quieter passenger cabin. Over time, however, its limited size and range became disadvantages, as newer aircraft offered greater flexibility and lower operating costs. While it helped shape modern jet design, it could not keep pace with changing airline demands.
Convair 880. The Convair 880 was designed to be one of the fastest commercial jetliners of its time. Its impressive speed came at the cost of higher fuel consumption and reduced passenger capacity compared with competing aircraft. Airlines found it difficult to operate profitably, and relatively few were built. Although its commercial success was limited, it remains an interesting example of how performance alone does not guarantee success in aviation.
The Vickers VC10. The Vickers VC10 was developed in the United Kingdom for long-distance routes, particularly to airports in hot climates and at high elevations. It delivered excellent performance and became known for its quiet cabin and graceful design. Unfortunately, strong competition from larger American manufacturers and limited airline orders prevented widespread adoption. While it never became a major commercial success, many examples later found new life in military service.